Hi guys, Dr. Professor Berg here. My goal is simple, to help you understand your body so you can fix the real cause of your health problems, not just the symptoms. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I share practical, science-based tips every day to help you get healthy, stay strong, and feel your best. Naturally, let's start the new lesson. Let me start with something that might surprise you. Death doesn't start in the heart. It doesn't start in the brain. It starts in your legs. Yes, your legs. And if you're over 60, you need to pay close attention to what I'm about to say, because this isn't just about exercise. It's about your longevity, your independence, and your ability to live with strength and dignity. Your legs are not just limbs that help you move. They're your foundation of life, your anchor to independence, and the most underrated signal of your body's vitality. When the legs weaken, everything else begins to collapse silently. Your energy, your metabolism, your balance, your stability, even your confidence. Most people don't realize this until it's too late. The truth is, when your legs start losing strength, your entire body begins to send subtle warnings. Walking feels heavier, stairs look taller, getting up from a chair feels slower, and fatigue becomes your new normal. But what's really happening beneath the surface is far more profound. Your longevity is being drained step by step. Every time you use your legs, your body triggers a powerful symphony of biological responses. Your heart pumps faster, circulation increases, oxygen levels rise, and your brain gets flooded with fresh nutrients. This is not just movement, it's a natural medicine your body craves daily. But when you neglect your legs, when you stop challenging them, this circulation slows down, toxins begin to build up, and the body starts entering a silent decline. Your legs are the engines that drive your health forward. They're the reason your blood flows efficiently, your lymphatic system drains properly, and your mitochondria stay active. Weak legs don't just mean weakness. They signal that your internal power plants are shutting down. Here's the hook. If you want to know where someone's health is heading, don't look at their face, look at their legs. Strong, firm, active legs represent movement, youth, and circulation. Thin, soft, and weak legs represent stagnation, aging, and metabolic slowdown. This is why people who stay physically active into their 70s and 80s often look and feel decades younger. Their secret isn't found in expensive supplements or gym memberships. It's in the consistent use of the body they already have. When you give your legs resistance, even simple movements like squats, calf raises, or brisk walking, you're sending a life-affirming message to your body. I still need strength. Keep me alive. Keep me young. Your legs are also deeply connected to your hormones. When you use your large muscle groups, like your thighs and glutes, you trigger the release of growth hormone, testosterone, and other regenerative chemicals that help preserve muscle, burn fat, and maintain energy. So when you skip leg training or stop walking, you're not just losing strength, you're lowering your hormonal potential. And over time, that hormonal decline shows up in the mirror and in your mood. The legs are your youth preservers, your natural hormone boosters, and your anti-aging system all in one. The next time you think exercise is just about looking fit, think again. It's about survival. Every step, every push, every contraction of those leg muscles is extending your life. You're improving your balance, reducing your risk of falls, and increasing your lifespan all at once. Most importantly, you're maintaining your independence. Because when you lose leg strength, you don't just lose mobility, you lose freedom, the ability to get up on your own, to walk where you want, to live without help. That's what real health means. Strong legs give you control over your life. The decline of leg strength is not inevitable with age. It's a choice. You can decide right now that you won't let your legs become your weakness. You'll make them your power source. The body adapts to what you demand of it. If you demand strength, it gives it. If you demand nothing, it gives nothing. The legs respond incredibly fast when you start using them again. Even small actions done consistently rebuild muscle, improve circulation, and bring energy back into your body. It's like reigniting a sleeping fire. And once that fire is lit, everything else in your body begins to come alive again. Your heart, your brain, your mood, your metabolism. So don't underestimate the power of your legs. They are not just supporting your body, they are sustaining your life. The stronger your legs, the longer, freer, and healthier your life becomes. Muscle is not just about strength or appearance. It's one of the most powerful protective systems your body has. Especially after 60, your muscle mass becomes the most valuable currency for health and longevity. Every fiber in your muscles acts like a living battery, storing energy, balancing blood sugar, supporting hormone health, and keeping your metabolism alive. When you start losing muscle, you're not just losing strength, you're losing metabolic control. You're losing the ability to burn fuel efficiently, to stabilize your blood sugar, and to protect your organs from the silent damage that aging brings. And here's the truth most people never hear. It's not age that slows you down. It's the gradual loss of muscle that turns your body from a furnace into a fragile shell. When you move, lift, climb, or push against resistance, your muscles send signals throughout your entire body. Those signals tell your liver how to manage sugar, your pancreas how to balance insulin, and your brain how to maintain energy and focus. That's why people with more muscle tend to have more energy, better moods, and sharper minds. The body rewards movement with vitality. The more you use your muscles, the more your body keeps them. And the less you move, the faster it decides you don't need them anymore. That's the beginning of metabolic decline. The good news is it's completely reversible. You can rebuild your strength at any age, and when you do, your metabolism wakes up almost immediately. Here's the hook. Muscle is medicine. It's the most powerful, natural side effect, free treatment you could ever give yourself. You don't need a prescription to activate it, just a bit of consistent effort. Think of your muscles as your body's pharmacy. Every time you challenge them, they release compounds that lower inflammation, improve brain health, increase insulin sensitivity, and even slow the aging of your cells. That's why strength training, especially using your legs and core, can do more for your longevity than any pill ever could. It's like turning back the biological clock without relying on anything external. What most people don't realize is that muscle acts as a massive reservoir for glucose. When you have more muscle, you have more storage space for sugar, which means less floating around in your bloodstream causing damage. This is why people who keep their muscle mass rarely struggle with high blood sugar or prediabetes. Your muscles act as your body's natural insulin regulator, protecting you from the inside out. When you lose muscle, your blood sugar rises, your energy crashes, and your fat storage increases, even if your diet hasn't changed. The key to reversing this process is not eating less. It's moving more and building muscle. Your muscles are what keep your metabolism alive and responsive. After 60, your hormones naturally shift, but that doesn't mean you're destined to slow down. Resistance training and leg activation trigger the release of growth hormone and testosterone, both crucial for recovery, energy, and vitality. The stronger your muscles, the younger your hormones act. Every squat, every push, every pull tells your endocrine system, stay young, stay active. That's why people who strength train into their older years often look decades younger. Their bodies are literally producing the chemistry of youth through motion. Here's something even more profound. When you build muscle, you build resilience. It's not just physical strength, it's emotional power. You start walking differently, standing taller, feeling more capable. That confidence radiates through every part of your life. You're not afraid of stairs, of travel, of challenges, because you've trained your body to handle resistance. And that same mindset translates to everything else you do. Strength in the body creates strength in the mind. So when I say muscle is your metabolic shield, I mean, it shields you from disease, from weakness, from premature aging. Every time you skip movement, that shield weakens a little bit. But every time you move with intention, you reinforce that armor. Your muscle is your body's declaration that you're still in control, that you still demand performance and vitality. You're not a victim of time, you're a product of what you repeatedly do. If you train for strength, your body will reward you with life. And the most beautiful part, it's never too late to start rebuilding that shield because your muscles are always ready to respond the moment you decide to wake them up. Movement is life. The moment you stop moving, your body starts slowing down, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and metabolically. Your body was designed for motion. Every cell, every organ, and every system depends on it. When you move, you activate your circulation, your lymphatic flow, your nervous system, and your hormones. But when movement disappears, your energy fades, your focus dulls, and your health begins to quietly deteriorate. It's not the number of years that age you, it's the lack of motion that accelerates decay. The truth is your muscles, your joints, and even your brain are constantly asking one question: are we still needed? If your answer is no, your body begins to shut down those systems to conserve energy. Movement is the message that keeps your body alive and thriving. Here's the hook. Your legs are your mind's best medicine. Every time you move, you're not just exercising your body, you're feeding your brain. Walking, climbing stairs, or even standing up activates your large muscle groups, which pump blood and oxygen directly to your brain. That oxygen doesn't just give you clarity, it fuels your memory, focus, and mood. Movement increases a powerful compound called BDNF, often called miracle grow for the brain. It helps your brain grow new neurons and stay sharp as you age. That's why people who stay active have a much lower risk of dementia, depression, and cognitive decline. Movement keeps the brain alive because it was never meant to exist in a still body. When you stop moving, your circulation slows, your lymphatic system stops detoxifying, and inflammation begins to build. You start feeling stiff, tired, and unmotivated. But the moment you start moving again, even with something as simple as walking or stretching, your body lights up like a switchboard. The heart pumps faster, the brain becomes alert, your energy rises, and your mood improves. That's not coincidence. That's biology. The body is wired to reward movement because it interprets activity as survival. When you move, you're telling your body, I'm alive, I'm engaged, I'm not done yet. Most people think of exercise as punishment or a chore, but it's actually a privilege. It's communication with your biology. Movement is how you tell your body what kind of future you want. A sedentary body is like stagnant water. It breeds weakness and disease. A moving body is like a flowing river. It's clear, strong, and full of life. Every time you move, your body releases endorphins, the natural chemicals that reduce pain, improve mood, and give you that calm, happy feeling. This isn't just about the body. It's about emotional health. Movement is the most natural antidepressant there is. If you've ever noticed that your best ideas come during a walk, that's no accident. Movement stimulates creativity and problem solving by increasing oxygen to your brain. It resets your mood, clears brain fog, and gives you perspective. That's why so many of history's greatest thinkers, Einstein, Darwin, Aristotle, walked daily.